All right, what's good, fam? You already know who it is. It's your boy Gordo tapping in once again. And I want to welcome everybody back to Roll Call State to State. And today, I want to share a story that is incredibly personal and deeply painful. It's about losing my son, Robert Francisco Villa III, and the tangled web of family dynamics that surrounded his short life. This is a story about love, loss, betrayal, and the lengths we go to for our children. Robert was born in August of 2001, a bright light and a beacon of hope in our lives. Tragically, he was taken from us far too soon, way too soon. In August of 2022, he was just 6 days past his 21st birthday when he and his dear friend Javier, who was like a cousin to him, were shot and killed. Two young lives filled with potential and dreams, gone in an instant. May they both rest in peace, and my deepest condolences to the family of Javier. But after that tragic night, the police contacted my son's grandfather in a moment that still baffles me. He claimed he was the only next of kin, ignoring the fact that both I and Robert's mother were alive. And this act wasn't just a lie, it was deliberate. It was a deliberate attempt to erase us from our son's narrative. Why did he do this? Perhaps it was hatred, or perhaps it was a misguided attempt at control. I don't know. I think it was both. My relationship with my ex-girlfriend ended, okay? And she chose to leave the kids with me for a reason. Reasons I won't disclose here, but the decision ignited a deep resentment in her father. So, go figure. He never accepted me, which I didn't care, but never respected our choices, and always seemed to harbor a grudge. I never claimed to be a perfect father, never. And I'm sure he wasn't either. I've struggled with my own demons, believe that. But I always fought for my kids. You know. And before I actually got incarcerated, their grandfather had gained custody. But upon my release, I worked tirelessly to turn my life around. I opened a dispensary, or a club. At the time, it was a club. And I was making good money. So I spent over like $7,000 on legal fees to regain custody. But when my daughter told me she didn't want to live with me, it shattered me. She preferred freedom. She preferred the freedom her grandfather allowed, which were boyfriends, makeup, things I believed were too much at her young age. But after some soul searching, I decided to let them stay where they were with their grandfather. I told them, though, you can never say that dad didn't love you and that I didn't try. But Kids often only see one side of the story. They were manipulated, and I became the villain in the narrative I couldn't control. In a narrative I couldn't control. When Robert passed, the situation worsened. My family turned against me. They treated me and his mother with such disdain that we weren't even acknowledged at his funeral. To add insult to injury, they put my name on his headstone instead of his. Robert Francisco Villa III. A name his grandfather never approved of. He even had the audacity to call it a wetback name. And I'll never forget that day. When we lived on McKinley, he was sitting on my couch when Robert was barely a week old. I remember it like it was yesterday. I want my daughters and their grandfather to understand the impact of their actions. How do you justify putting the wrong name on a headstone? I'm just curious. How do you justify that? How do you justify erasing a father from his son's story? If it wasn't for me and his mother, he wouldn't even be here. He would have never even been born. I hope they feel the moral weight of their choices. This isn't just about a name. It's about acknowledging love, loss, and the betrayal of family bonds. You know, family is more than just blood. It's about loyalty, support, and love. Yet, when I needed my so-called family the most, they abandoned me. They only reached out when they needed help or they needed me. When things got tough for them, I was the one that they called on. Yeah, and you guys know what I'm talking about. But when I needed them, they were nowhere to be found, man. Nowhere. And I want to make it clear, and you guys listen to what I'm saying here. I'm choosing to distance myself from those who didn't stand by me. Family should uplift and support you, not tear you down. I've learned that sometimes it's healthier just to walk away. It is. But you know what? I want to thank you for listening to my story. If you've experienced something similar, know that you're not alone. Let's support each other in the comments below. Remember, family is about who is there for you when it matters most. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, it's your boy Gordo. Nothing but love and respect, and I'm out.